they've got their flags out, they're in their designated area, which is being...
But isn't the UK it's just a designated area for your flag anyway?
Well, today there's obviously...
Isn't that right? The whole of the United Kingdom is a designated area for the flag, isn't it?
Hey guys, so some international news for you today, this time from the UK. Every time I read something or see something about the UK, it makes me feel like the civilians there are living in, basically an island prison. Like, I really don't think it's an exaggeration to say that, you know, they're basically being conquered. Sorry if that sounds a little demoralizing, but I think that these clips will demonstrate that that's probably not far off the mark. So basically there are these big protests going on, and a lot of them are, you know, protesting the state of immigration in the UK because it seems like the people in charge are just intent on making sure that the native British people are displaced by people from India and from the Middle East. Now, amazingly enough, the British flag, just the British flag, has become a symbol of protest. So yes, just waving your country's flag is enough to label you as a, you know, counter-government radical. So if that doesn't tell you about the priorities of the current British government, I don't know what does. Let's watch this video. In this video, there is a teenage girl, reports that she's 16 years old, and she has her flag snatched by a cop.
Whoa. Why would you do that?
Because you're being a kid. Not getting it.
She's not getting a flag back?
No.
Why not? This is Louis, yeah?
Yeah.
16 years old. She's had the flag that you've been carrying snatched out your hand by that police officer. It's shocking, isn't it? I know.
How long will got their flags and I want my flag back?
Shocking.
Crazy scenes.
Just amazing. I mean, where was the mass outrage from the British government when you had, you know, Asian men, that's how they classify them, when you had Asian men, predominantly Muslim, raping little girls for years on end? I mean, this was... The scale of that scandal and that atrocity is hard to understate. There were girls who told the BBC that they had approached the police for help, and then the police raped them as well. And that they didn't protest because the police threatened them. They said, hey, if you don't let us do these things to you, we're going to give you back to these men, and which would you prefer? Like, there are just these horror stories coming out of the United Kingdom, and this is what the cops there are focused on. It's incredible. Beyond that, I mean, I think I've already said this, but she's waving the flag of her country. So there would be no problem if she was waving the flag of Pakistan or India, but for her to wave her own flag, you know, is this glaring issue in the minds of this officer. And this isn't an isolated incident, so I want to go to another video, this time of a man waving what I believe is a St. George's Cross flag, who's going to explain the, you know, legality and politics of flag waving.
I'll just head on down to the protest then.
Right, so put your flag away until you get there.
What's happening here?
They think that I've got to put my flag down. I can't have it at any part of the city or anywhere.
Why's that?
I've got to put it away, take it back out my bag.
That he can't have his flag?
There's conditions in place in relation to protest.
There's Palestinian flags flying along there, you know.
They're in their designated protest area.
So you have to have a designated protest area?
Yeah,
What's happening, Yori? Watch all the time.
They've got their flags out, they're in their designated area, which is being...
But isn't the UK it's just a designated area for your flag anyway?
Well, today there's obviously...
Isn't that right? The whole of the United Kingdom is a designated area for the flag, isn't it? So you can only fly that in certain areas?
Who made that rule up to
They're
date?
all on the lamppost.
Billy Moore.
I know, but your bosses are lefties and they're all for that more. How can you fly a Palestinian flag in the city
They
centre
are
and
in
you
their
can't fly one
designated
over?
protest
This is our
area.
country, man.
They're in the
This is our
designated protest
country.
area.
This is our country. What does that mean? What is it? Is it a blister? You get a blister for that? You get nicked for that? I don't mate, you're okay.
I've never heard that before.
No, it's Peter there.
I have never heard that one before. You can only fly your flag in a designated area.
The protest area
If they're going
is
to pull any flags down,
designated.
Billy, it should be them ones there, man.
It doesn't make sense.
They give you the home.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense unless you concede that the government does not have the welfare of the British people in mind. That is just not their priority. And as the man recording the video says, shouldn't the entire UK be the designated area for flags which represent the UK? I mean, it's absurd. For all our problems in America, you have to be extraordinarily grateful, you know, for the protections that we do have on speech and protest. But you see sort of a similar transformation going on here. I saw a video of some woman on TikTok saying that, you know, and she was black, saying that when she was growing up, all the black people knew that the white people who had American flags outside their house, those were the racists. Those were the no good people. So when the flag of your own country becomes a symbol of right-wing extremism, then I think you know that it might be the left that's gone off in a radical direction. But optically, I mean, I'm happy to say that yes, the American flag is a symbol of conservatism, I guess. I'm happy to say, although I can't speak for the UK, you know, that their flag is a symbol of conservatism, just in the sense that conservatism means conserving some sort of national sovereignty. Like, I think this is what this is about. So you have a group of people who say, hey, a nation doesn't really have any meaning if you say that it's just this, like, assemblage of people and a shared culture and history and origin and borders don't matter. That's really not a nation. And then you have a group of people who say, no, like that's what America is, that's what the UK is. It's just a space for anyone to come from anywhere in the world. They don't have to speak your language. They don't have to try to assimilate in any fashion. In fact, you should assimilate to them. You should learn their language. You should wear the hijab. You should eat their food. And so merely saying that, like, you think a nation has a definition, and is partially defined by borders and the people, it puts you on the right. That used to be kind of a commonsensical idea. I guess it's not anymore. I want to show you one more video. Now, in this video, there's a 12-year-old girl, and she says that she was sent home from school for wearing a dress with the Union Jack on it. Now, she didn't wear this dress on just any day. She wore it on, like, Cultural Diversity Day.
For Culture Day, I decided to wear my Union Jack dress to represent the music and the nationality of where I come from. It made me feel proud, it made me feel confident. All my friends were saying, oh my god, what a great dress. I walked in and my teacher was like, oh, is that like Ginger Spice? I was like, yeah. It felt normal, I felt proud, yeah. The first teacher I saw, she straight away just took me to go get changed. She didn't want to hear about my dress or see it. She just straight away wanted to get changed and not be in it. Another teacher tried to stop me and said, you can't be in that, it's your nationality and not your culture. And some other girl who's wearing her family tradition, like rugby top, got told to change as well. They asked me to come with them and to change into a second-hand school uniform. And then they said that I didn't sign a form. When the head of year did ring my mum and she said she did sign it, yet they still didn't want me to wear it.
I went to the school, pick her up to see your daughter, who's, you know, she's a grade A student, and she's sat in reception like she's being punished for something. She wasn't allowed in school, she wasn't allowed to take part, the school wasn't willing to read her speech, they weren't interested in anything she had to say. She was literally put out to one side and treated like she was doing something wrong. And you can
Yeah, it's just amazing. So apparently, what she says is that the teacher said, well, you're representing your nationality, not your culture, as if these are two entirely distinct concepts. But you see this sort of rhetoric used a lot, right? Like, anybody can be British, anybody can be American. It's just a matter of assimilating to the culture. And the idea that the culture has no relation to the ethnicity or the nationality, which obviously is not true. I mean, you can try to say that, okay, there's no such thing as a British person. There's just, an assemblage of DNA from Anglo-Saxons and Jutes and later Normans. But that's kind of ridiculous because that assemblage, that mixture, is what we call a British person. That's just it. That's sort of obvious. And it's really difficult to interpret this sort of stuff as anything other than a hatred for the native population. I mean, it really seems like the people in charge just hate them, and they would rather that they not exist. I mean, at least in this form, they would rather that they not exist as a distinct people with a distinct heritage that they're proud of. I think that's pretty obvious, and I feel so sad for the United Kingdom. Every time I see footage from there, it makes me shake my head and think, I can't believe this is real. I can't believe people are being arrested for tweets. Flying their own flag is verboten. It's insane and it's sad, and I hope that somehow they recover from this and that this becomes a very dark chapter of their history, but not the final one. Anyway, what do you think about what's going on in the UK? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Give this video a like, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.